readers, welcome to Book Chat. My name is Leslie and I'm the Reading Safari and Stream Coordinator for Monterey County Free Libraries. So, Valentine's Day is coming up, and besides chocolate and flowers, if you celebrate traditionally, that is, Valentine's Day is perfect for poetry. So that's what I've got for us today. This book, 1,000 Mornings by Mary Oliver, was published in 2012. Mary Oliver is one of America's most beloved poets. She was born in 1935, and she wrote many books of poetry before her death in 2019. And she's largely known as a nature poet. She has written so many beautiful poems about nature. Those poetic insights aren't just applicable to the world of nature or the world outside of us, but the internal world as well. So I wanted to read two of my favorite poems from this collection, 1,000 Mornings. And the first one is called Poem of the One World. This morning, the beautiful white heron was floating along above the water, and then into the sky of this, the one world we all belong to, where everything, sooner or later, is a part of everything else, which thought made me feel, for a little while, quite beautiful myself. That's it. One sentence poem. It just makes me feel so beautiful, like she mentions at the end. I love it so much, and that's what I'm talking about, where she's observing this nature scene, and it makes her feel beautiful on the inside. So that's what I mean when I say, just because she's writing poems about nature, which seems like it's apart from us, does not mean that it's not about us. So the next poem that I want to read is called Lines Written in the Days of Growing Darkness. It's obviously more of a winter solstice poem, but I just love it so much, even though the days are tilting more towards being on the longer side. I still love to read solstice poetry, and this is a really good one. Lines Written in the Days of Growing Darkness. Every year we have been witness to it, how the world descends into a rich mash in order that it may resume. And therefore, who would cry out to the petals on the ground to stay, knowing as we must how the vivacity of what was is married to the vitality of what will be. I don't say it's easy, but what else will do if the love one claims to have for the world be true? So let us go on cheerfully enough this and every crisping day, though the sun be swinging east and the ponds be cold and black and the sweets of the year be doomed. Love it so much. She just makes me feel, which is, what poetry is supposed to do. And you know what? I think I want to read a third one because I have time, and there's another poem in here that I really love called And Bob Dylan Too. So I'm going to go ahead and read this since I have a little more time. Anything worth thinking about is worth singing about, which is why we have songs of praise, songs of love, songs of sorrow, songs to the gods who have so many names, songs the shepherds sing on the lonely mountains while the sheep are honoring the grass by eating it, the dance songs of the bees to tell where the flowers suddenly in the morning light have opened, a chorus of many shouting to heaven or at it or pleading, or that greatest of love affairs, a violin and a human body, and a composer maybe hundreds of years dead. I think of Schubert scribbling on a cafe napkin, "Thank you, thank you." Her poetry just makes me feel so grateful to be alive. And I think that is what is so miraculous about reading Mary Oliver, is how it's like taking just this big, deep breath or taking a big, long drink of water, really nourishing yourself and everything that lives inside of you. So if you happen to love Mary Oliver, we do have this collection in our collection. So please check us out You can pick up any of our books at curbside after you place them on hold. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's book chat, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep reading. Bye.